Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel where we review anything and everything. And today we are getting into another Marvel Legends series set, but this time we're doing a double review because I actually purchased this figure a while back, but maybe about a month and a half, 2 months ago. But when this one was first available for pre-order, but it was me first pre-ordering this Phoenix Jean Grey Phoenix Force double pack that made me then say I have to get this Dark Phoenix figure because I just think the two go hand in hand. And in addition to that, having the flames on the newer one can now be used with the older one. And obviously, they're two different figures to a degree, the Dark Phoenix and the regular Phoenix. Um, so they really complement each other. So I don't feel like you having one replaces the other. You kind of need both. So, as always, disclaimer, this is going to be a non unboxing video because I like to keep my figures inside the package because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them in the package for collectors reasons or not. If there's ever a point in time that I take them out of the box completely, then I will possibly re-review them. So I just want to have that disclaimer out the way to start. And I will partially open up the box of the Phoenix, Jean Grey Phoenix Force, by pulling the plastic, the clear plastic out. But that's the most that I will do. And I'll put it back in as I did with my Odin review not that long ago. Now, first, I just kind of want to jump into some aspects with the character and whatnot and just these figures. Now, link's going to be in the description below. It's funny because I've seen a couple of reviews that are already posted up for over I want to say like a month or almost 2 months old, where I just got my pre-order yesterday, came in the mail. Now I ordered off of Amazon. Link's going to be in the description below. If I'm not mistaken, this figure is going for $50. A lot of people say it's a little overpriced. I do agree. It is kind of overpriced because it's being advertised as a two-pack. You see it says Jean Grey and the Phoenix Force, but actuality, I really consider that Phoenix bird to be more of an accessory than I would an actual figure of a two pack. And I want to kind of bring to mind a comparison of a very good figure that comes with a lot of accessories would be that I have is the Herald of Galactus Thor, or they call him the Herald of Thunder. Um, that figure, which was my first Marvel Legends figure, comes with two ravens. I'm not going to include the extra hands. Two ravens, a lightning effect, the hammer, and he has a cape, which I don't think it's attachable, but nonetheless, it's big enough that I'll consider it an extra accessory. So like four accessories. And even in that aspect, I'm including the both ravens as one, even though they're really two separate ones. And you look at all that he comes with for a price that was $25 to start. Then you look at this. Yes, this is a little bit more, but nonetheless, for $50, I would say at best 35 would be okay. Extra $10 for the Flame Phoenix. But to be honest, beyond that, it is kind of overpriced. But I was just kind of excited to get the figure because of being able to get it hand in hand with this figure here. Now, this one for $25, the base price kind of is very low on accessories. The Flame bird here could have been, the Phoenix bird could have been a lot bigger. Even though, yes, the packaging is small, they could have done something where maybe its wingspan was spread long and they had it going up and down like that vertically. But nonetheless, it's very small. But I think these two complement each other very well. It looks to me, I'm no expert, but it looks to be that they're the same for the most part sculpt, even though people say this one has the tummy crunch. And I'm going to bring it a little bit more into focus. You could see that there are a couple lines on the side there that allow for that, I guess, that tummy crunch. I'm not too familiar with articulation on these figures as much as others are. This one doesn't have that. So you're just getting the crunch of the upper chest area where her breast area are right there. So this one should have more articulation because it's a newer figure, but nonetheless, it looks like this one for the most part is a very similar sculpt, at least, even though the other one may have more articulation. The sculpt seems to be the same. Some people aren't a fan of this head, and with the hair the way it is. I actually really like it. You have the pupilless eyes. It definitely feels like Dark Phoenix. the hair all over the place, waving all around, looks great. Comparison to the art, it looks like it fits, with this wild hair all over the place. So I like that. Some people said they're not a fan of it. I particularly like it. Now, you see here, this head looks like it could be almost a Dark Phoenix head as well. But you could just view it as an empowered head, because essentially, whether the Phoenix Force is in Dark Phoenix mode or just regular Phoenix mode, and the Phoenix Force is what's taking over, you can call that just the Phoenix Force taking over, because it's going to have a more serious energy based eyes, not pupils. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's, you know, in an evil form. And what's interesting, because I just recently reviewed the Odin figure, there was a past comic book. I didn't read it, but I seen some clips on it on online before, where um, Odin, I don't know if they retconned the story already, but where Odin had a child with, he had a relations with the Phoenix, and I don't know if they hinted that he had a child with her and that was Thor, but nonetheless, that he had relations with the Phoenix Force. So this is a character who could go hand in hand with that, embodying that concept. But nonetheless, um, I think both figures are great. This one right now is going for about, as we speak right now, on Amazon for about $28, if I'm not mistaken. So it's gone up a little bit in price. Its base price is 25. So if you catch it at that price, it has been shown to be a little lower at times, sometime at Target or sometime on Amazon where it's gone down. It's like $18. So now that it's getting a little older, it's going to probably be harder to catch it at a lower price. But nonetheless, jump on. I would say jump on it now. If you're going to buy this figure, I definitely say jump and get this figure as well, because I think they complement each other great. This one, like I said, is about $50. I definitely think it's overpriced. But if you are one of those people who need a Phoenix or you really love the Phoenix character, I would say get it. I'm not a huge fan of Phoenix, but I just like this display of both of these going hand in hand and having both versions. So looking on the side of the box here, you have the art. I'm going to push this one back. So you have the drawing art here. Then you have the back of the box here displaying the figure with the stand slash Phoenix Force. Right here it says Jean Grey Phoenix Force. So when they say it like that, like I said, the way it's illustrated on the box in the front, it makes it feel like it's a double pack. Cosmic power known as the Phoenix Force fuses with X-Men mutant Jean Grey, becoming a nearly unstoppable force capable of peace or destruction. What's interesting thing about that is that when they say that peace or destruction, I'm not saying that a non-Dark Phoenix um, version of Phoenix has not had to do things where they had to, maybe destroy universes or do such things because out of necessity, similar to something like a Galactus or some kind of primordial force type of thing. But at the same time, when you think destruction, you think Dark Phoenix, which that statement is embodied far better when you have both of these figures saying that she could be either one or the other. But that head could represent just a serious kind of judgment kind of aspect of her, and the regular, more calm face be just regular Jean Grey, empowered of the character. Here you just see it says Phoenix Flame, because sometimes this will just advertise the power that it comes with. In this case, it's just the accessory. And right there, it says Phoenix Saga at the top, which I think looks nice. It kind of harkens back to the old comics. Here you see the line that she came with. And I've actually reviewed Multiple Man before and Wolverine, which I think is a great Wolverine. And the Multiple Man, I'm not a big fan of him, but he was on sale and I was able to get two of him at one time. I tried to get a third, but they wouldn't allow more than two at a time. I purchased that. But anyway, so that's the wave that she came with. So you can obviously know based on the Wolverine, or those who are familiar with his wave, that it's definitely a little bit older. Um, Dark Phoenix, it says, overwhelmed by the power of the cosmic Phoenix entity, Jean Grey gives into the being's destructive tendencies. So obviously everyone knows the Dark Phoenix is just unleashing her power. I'm going to crack open the Jean Grey Phoenix Force Phoenix in terms of just the taking it out of the plastic. Take the plastic part out. Like I said, I definitely feel that this is a figure, I'm sorry, that is not worth the price. But if you're one of those people who just need to have it, then it is what it is by all means. Put that one back. So this lifts up. See, they got this flame piece here. And you could easily put these heads on the other Phoenix, Dark Phoenix body. So that's a thing too, especially if you wanted to show where Jean Grey is fighting the Dark Phoenix Force. You could have her regular face. And then if you want to have it where this face right here, like I said, could go either or, whether it's a calm, but Phoenix Force is in control of Jean Grey, but it's not Dark Phoenix, or this could be a Dark Phoenix head. So it could go either way with that, in my opinion. And here is this, the bird and the different aspects of the flame. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 parts to this flame. So it is a lot. So it is a lot. And then the head also articulates to spin. So that's one thing there as well. So it's definitely a nice, you're getting probably one of the best. I'm not too familiar with all the different versions of Phoenix that has ever came out for Marvel Legends, but if I would be, I feel like I'm not mistaken in saying you're getting the best Phoenix flame that has ever existed in Marvel Legends. Now, if a person was trying to compare this to, say, the Odin character, do I feel that Odin is $60, and I don't feel like Odin is worth $60 either. He's very big of a character. So in that aspect, it's very cool. And he does come with a good amount of accessories. But even then, if it's not a double pack, I think a single pack shouldn't, even with accessories, shouldn't be $60. Maybe Odin could be like $45 is a decent price, or 40. I think this Jean Grey is really like $35 worth. But as I said before, as far as the character goes, and as far as just you having her in the collection, I think that is definitely worth having and getting them both. I really think it's worth getting them both, especially while this one, even though it's a little older, so the price is going up, it's still available. Get it while you can. I really think they do complement each other. And like I said, I heard a lot of people give this one flack, but I really like the way this one looks. I see nothing wrong with it, other than the fact that I wish that, you could say, I wish it came with more heads, and I wish it came with more hands and more accessories and this and that, whatever the case is. But with this one here, you're getting the extra heads, you're getting the extra flame parts, which is interchangeable. So that aspect, I feel, increases this one's value by having it with this one. It's almost like you're getting 1 plus 1 gives you 2.5 to a degree, because you get that extra bonus of that they're actually be compatible, as opposed to you having a totally different character that's not compatible. So I think that aspect really makes it really cool in that regard. I'm not sure how well her head would go on hers in terms of the look. It does look dark, but that's cool because you could then go with this aspect of she's calm and going through phases between Jean Grey, the Phoenix Force taking over, and the Dark Phoenix Force taking over on whichever body you want to have them on, without having to change, swap the body and go, okay, she's going for regular Phoenix, Dark Phoenix, but maybe she's just changing just in the way that her expression on her face is changing. So I think that's really cool, especially if someone was doing, like, say, stop motion, and you had that going on as far as an expression of all that. I think that's really cool. So with that being said, you guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Link's going to be down below in the description for you guys to purchase on Amazon. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.